Hi everyone. Um, so it's day 16 of the South African lockdown, and our lockdown has been extended by a further 2 weeks. And yeah, it's been an experience. I mean, like I mentioned before, I generally work from home, so I haven't been really feeling it in terms of having to juggle work and kids because that's what I normally do. I think what is weighing down on me a lot more would be just not having that freedom to go out and just get in your car and enjoy a day, taking a drive, taking the kids for ice cream, going for a bike ride on the promenade. That's been really tough. And what's great is that the kids have been so understanding. Um, they understand, what's happening out there. I talk to them about it, and so there isn't that like that whole I want to go here and I want to go there. They've come to accept it, and we've been working on doing things at home, and they do spend some time with their dad as well. So apart from that, I think you start feeling this this little bit of guilt, where as a single mom, not always having the energy to pack the kids in the car and go out for the day. And now it's like, I wish it was days where I could just take them out and do things with them instead of just sitting in the house all day. So you really do start appreciating the little things. And I think this whole coronavirus is going to have that effect on everyone, where we are going to be grateful for the things that we have, and that we're and that appreciate the little things in our family, and work towards the things that are important, and not waste time on the unessentials, and things that are irrelevant, because there's been a lot of memes going around lately and quotes about how your home is the safest place that you can be, and that's like, it's very touching, because we always want to be out there with friends and do this and do that, and this is our sanctuary. This is where we're safe. It's in our home, in our four walls, with our kids and our family, our moms, our dads, our husbands, our boyfriends, whatever the case may be. So it's really that time where you need to appreciate your loved ones. A lot of people are losing their families. A lot of people are losing, their moms and dads, and so on. And it's just as simple as that. It could be any one of us. We're here today, we're gone tomorrow. The coronavirus, it's real. It's huge. It's become, I mean, it's extremely serious. In South Africa, luckily, our president did act very quickly, and they've been learning a lot from like other countries on what the precautions they've been, taking. So because we've started so quickly, I think we've been very successful. But also just keeping in mind that we have not yet reached our winter months. And as we do know that the coronavirus does thrive in cold. So apart from us extending our lockdown till the end of April, our winter is generally here, like full on by June, July. And just because lockdown is over doesn't mean the coronavirus is going to be like, it's not going to be there anymore. It's still real. It's still happening. It's still affecting a lot of lives. It's still taking a lot of lives. And so, with me, my concern is like, what do we do post lockdown? What is going to happen with the kids at school? And where do we go from here? We cannot just go back to our normal lives. I do feel like people need to talk about this. I've been feeling extremely anxious this past couple of days. Just thinking about just kind of bottling it up with all these concerns, like what am I going to do with the children? What am I going to do with my job? What if the company just can't pay people salaries anymore, and you know, these things are going through everybody's. I mean, there's people already who are feeling this, who have lost their jobs and they don't have an income, and they're still having to pay their rent or their bond, or they need food on the table and pay for their water and electricity. And some of us have been very fortunate where, you know, we've been able to keep our jobs and we're getting that paycheck. It might be reduced, it might be the full paycheck, you know, whatever the case may be. We need to just be thankful for that, and you know, that our kids still are able to play with their toys, and you know, have clothes on their back and have a meal every day, a roof over their heads. And there's a lot of people being affected by this, and especially the poor and disadvantaged. The coronavirus has had a big impact in everyone's lives, and I think this is a lesson well learned for humanity, that we need to really reflect and relook at the way we're living our lives and how we're doing things and how we're wasting, and the effect that we've had on the earth. I mean, look how nature is sort of healing itself with humans not around. I mean, clearly Mother Nature is trying to tell us something here. And if this is the way that we've needed to learn this lesson, then, you know, that is unfortunate. This shouldn't have sort of come as a surprise. You know, you cannot just take and expect there to be no consequences. So I just wanted to just get some things off my chest. I always do feel a lot better after I've made a video and I speak about certain things. And the anxiety is real. Feeling really anxious, been emotional this past couple of days. You know, it's been a roller coaster ride emotionally. And another thing, you know, people that do suffer from anxiety and depression, you know, this cannot be an easy time for them either. I know, like, with me, I always felt like when I do have sort of this anxious sort of days, you know, where I'm just feeling like the best thing for me is either just get in the car and just go somewhere, do something with my time. And so having to sit and sort of just dwell in these feelings and dwell in these emotions, it's tough. I always find music helps, though. Music is a big you know, help with just getting your mind of things and sort of helping you feel better. But there's people that maybe, you know, doesn't help. So, you know, if you have a friend and you know somebody who is not doing very well in the situation, reach out to them. Everybody needs everybody right now. I mean, countries that are at war are now helping each other. So there's hope for humanity. You know, this is our time to come together and make a difference in each other's lives. You know, doesn't mean it stops just because we can't go out anymore and you know, we got to have the social distancing. We can still socialize in other ways. So that is my message and my story today. Happy Easter, everybody. I hope you're still able to spend it with your families, and hope you have a really good day, and that you start next week with you know, all the strength and the happiness that you need to get through this. So yeah, thank you, and chat soon. Bye bye.